I'm so happy that you're here and that we're able to do this road trip and that we're having a stopover in the mitten with you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and kind of what got you interested in writing and a little bit about your books, which by the way is beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. Cover designer did a great job.
She did. Yeah, awesome. I love that. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your book and kind of what inspired it?
Yeah, of course. So my book, Cream and Punishment, it's about an ADHD baker who believes she's getting her just desserts when she moves next door to the man whose life she ruined. Um, I honestly, I'm not sure if I remember like the initial like inspiration for it, but before it was published, I did like a complete rewrite of it, where like 80% of it is like brand new, like
Oh,
it was
wow.
not in the original story. And a lot of it was inspired by my own journey with finding out that I have ADHD. I'm like, well, is
Right.
it worth getting diagnosed? I'm like, I've gone like my whole life without it at this point. Like,
Right.
if I do get it treated where I can like function and like kind of forget it's there or like find ways to like work with it, I'm
Interesting.
like, well,
Yep.
I don't know what that's like. Like I've
Yeah.
never not had that, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like that was a huge part of her arc is like kind of discovering that about herself and like how it kind of reshapes her entire narrative where before it was like, oh, she's just like forgetful and lazy or unmotivated or whatever. And
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, like I'm struggling with these things for a reason. Like it's not like a personal failing, I'm struggling with something. Like,
That is so cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's really cool that you kind of brought that in from your own life and everything into your character because it's something that's super, super, I mean, like hot topic right now, especially for women in their 20s and 30s, getting that late stage diagnosis or thinking that they might be ADHD, which I honestly have been wondering if I am too, because it's just like I forget things so easily. And like, I'm like, why can't I just fold the laundry? I don't want to. It doesn't bring me joy. I just don't want to.
it
And
feels like putting my hand on a hot stove. Like
that's the thing. Yeah, and it's like not that you're lazy. It's not your laziness. It's honestly trying to learn to work with this different, the things that don't sound like fun are things you don't want to do.
exactly. Whereas like
Yeah.
I feel like what I've learned a lot is neurotypicals are those whose brain is wired quote unquote normally,
Yeah. Yeah.
aka like not ADHD or autistic or any of those,
Yeah.
is like they actually like feel kind of rewarded for finishing like a task that they had to do.
Oh
Whereas
yeah.
like for me, I was like, well, it's done. Like there's no
Like,
there is
yay,
no
it's
reward
done.
here.
But yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. I love that. Yeah. So,
I,
you published this book when? Was it again?
April,
April
April
this
15th,
year.
yes, of this year.
Okay, that is really cool. So, when was it that you kind of started thinking about like, okay, I might have ADHD and is a diagnosis worth it? And did you end up doing that and going through with getting a diagnosis? And if you want to share your story, you don't have
Yeah.
to if you don't want
So
to.
I started wondering, especially after I had my first kid, the 3-year-old.
Right.
So about 3-ish years ago, because I'm like, um, so much of my life had changed. So like the methods that I had established before that like I was able to, kind of work around or like power
Right.
through, like I couldn't anymore. I'm like,
Oh no.
why do I feel like I'm drowning all the time
Yeah.
in my own thoughts? Like I feel like a prisoner in my own head, and I'm like, I'm going insane. Like it's postpartum stuff. I just know it. And I like
Oh, that's
I,
funny.
I actually like first saw memes about like what it's like living with ADHD as a woman. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too accurate. So,
Uh-huh.
and this was after I written like the first draft where I like completely gave the main character all my ADHD traits and I had no
Okay.
idea. So I'm just like, oh, it's just my quirks. I'll just give her my quirks. And then I
Love
like
that.
look at this up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is
Funny.
kind of a big deal. And so
Yep.
like I didn't do anything about it for probably like 2 years after that until I had my second child.
Okay.
And then like again, like it was even more, it was all compounded, like I can't function like at all. And so I'm like, I should really actually do something about this.
Yep.
And so I've like talked to a general practitioner about getting diagnosed, but like I haven't actually scheduled the appointment with the psychiatrist to get the official
Okay.
like, and then like access to more medications besides like there are lots of different ones. So like there's antidepressants and then there are like stimulants and stuff, which
Okay.
is kind of like the more like heavy duty things, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't take those yet anyway. So I'm like, between that and the fact that, executive functioning is kind of a giant challenge when you have ADHD. So like
Right.
scheduling appointments, going to the
Going to
appointments,
them, following through.
calling on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
like,
like,
it's kind of
oh,
like the greatest irony that like my own ADHD is what has kept me from getting the official diagnosis. But
I
like
totally understand.
everyone else is like, I can't like technically say that you had it, but
But I think you do. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Since this is called the Romance Reading Road Trip, I'm super excited about that. Love that name.
It is. It's
Oh,
great.
super fun, right? And we're visiting your state with this interview. Are there some different ways that you've kind of brought in your state into your book?
Yes.
Of course,
So
we do
it's set
see
in
there's Smitten in the
Detroit.
Mitten, which is
Yeah.
pretty nice, right?
Yeah. It was too good to pass up as a
It's
series name
cute.
there. So all the different stories in the series take place in Detroit or like right around Detroit. And
Okay.
so here, like, there are a few different settings, and some are like, I kind of like included real life places or places that like did exist pre-COVID
Oh, sure. Yep.
as inspiration for that. So like, there's like a hatchet throwing place that also has taco trucks inside and a bunch of games everywhere,
Oh,
and that's
fun.
like where they go on a date there.
Yeah.
Or there's like, um, Michigan has a lot of trees, which is beautiful, and it
Yep.
also like, kind of helps create lots of natural landscape when you're like playing paintball, for example, which
Oh, sure.
might happen in the book. So there's that, and then like the actual like city setting in Detroit where she like works in the bakery and like walks to work, and like the buildings are a lot denser, so
Cool.
it's within walking distance and stuff. But
Yeah. So for you, what comes first when you're writing, the character or the plot? And why do you think that is?
that is a great question. Usually it's the character.
Same.
That very rarely, like I've written quite a few books, but like some of them the plot comes first. I'm like, well, okay, now I need to come up with like characters where this plot would even make
Yeah.
sense. But most of the time it's the characters. Like Crime and
Okay.
Punishment, Decker, the main character, she like is the reason I wrote the entire book.
Oh, that's so cool.
So
That's
and
awesome.
I
Yeah.
prefer it that way because like that's what I invest in. Because so many books have like very, very similar plots, but the characters are what really bring them to life. They're the ones that you get emotionally invested in.
Yeah,
So
that's really what it
yeah.
is. I feel like, and that's why, you really stick around because you care about the character, right? And you like the
Mm-hmm.
character or you don't like the character, and then you end up liking the character. But yeah, it's that's kind of why you stick around. Yes. What does the day in the life of writer Brianne look like?
It's a mess. So remember the
Love your
ADHD thing I
honesty.
mentioned?
Right.
Transitions are like super duper hard for me. So
Yep.
it's kind of like I make a plan for like how the day's gonna go, and then it never actually works, or like the time blindness kicks in where I'm like, yeah, I can totally do that in that amount of time, and then
Yeah.
I totally can't. And I'm always wrong, and I'm always surprised by it. Like, why couldn't I do it in time?
Right.
So it starts with getting the kids ready, eating breakfast, all of that fun stuff, ready for the day, playing with them, lunch, and then like nap time. That's like writing time is nap
Nice.
time. So,
Yep.
and then after their nap, we'll like play some more, make dinner, and then like once my husband gets home, he can like take the kids for an hour or two, and I can write some more or like
Perfect.
do graphic design or art or something, some kind of like creative release, which is really nice. It
Um,
is honestly like it makes a world of a difference having a supportive partner.
it's very nice to have a partner that's like, you got this, and I totally support you. So that I'm glad you have that too. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So are you writing anything else right now I mean, are you working on a future book for the same series, or are you writing on something new?
I am writing a lot of projects at once
Ooh, how
because
many are
I
you
thrive on
writing
the
at one
chaos.
time?
So sorry, what?
How many are you writing at one time?
Ooh, I think technically there's it's a lot. I
Oh my
think
goodness.
technically there are
I
like
love this. I feel
nine
like I
or
get so
10.
distracted if I work on more than one that I'm just like, ah.
It's either like the ability to like hop between them when I get stuck is what keeps the momentum going for me. And so that's
Smart.
why I can like I have like an urban fantasy and then like another one that I have like just the first sentence to and then
Funny.
like a whole bunch of rom-coms that I'm working on. So like
Oh yeah.
technically it's like 9 or 10
I
that I'm like
love that. Oh my
that
goodness.
I've started or have
I
planned. No, I've like that's just how many I've started. There are a lot more planned.
That's
But
awesome. I love that. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty easy to get tons of ideas and stuff. So I don't know. Multiple writers I've talked to, and this is true for me too. Like there's so many ideas in our notes, like in our notes app.
Oh yeah.
Are your notes app full of stories too?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, what is the next project that you're thinking is going to be publishing? Is it the same series
It's
or?
the same series. The next book in that series comes out in August, actually. So
Oh, that is
it follows
exciting.
Decker's sister Lex. So like chronologically, it takes place before Cream and Punishment,
Okay.
but like they're standalone, so you can read them whatever order
Yeah.
you
Oh my
want.
gosh, that is so cool. We'll take your two main characters from Cream and Punishment, and they were to go on a road trip. Where would they go?
Ooh. I think first they would start small before getting, hugely ambitious.
There
They
you
would
go.
go to Mackinac Island in Michigan. It's
Oh,
right in between the upper and lower peninsulas.
yep.
You're probably familiar with it because you're from Wisconsin,
Yes,
right?
I've seen pictures and I want to go someday, but I haven't gone yet.
It is gorgeous. I went technically like I was in fourth grade when I went, but I still remember some
Cool.
of it, which just, is a testament to how beautiful it is. So like
Totally.
the
Yeah.
island itself, it's I think it's mostly open during like spring through fall and not really for winter. I might
Yep.
be wrong. Don't quote me on that,
Don't quote you. Okay.
but like you get to it by ferry,
Yeah.
which is fun as long as you aren't terrified of boats, right?
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
then like on the actual island itself, it's only like horse-drawn carriages and bicycles. There are no
That's
cars.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
there's like a butterfly conservatory and like lots of
Oh,
souvenir shops and like fudge shops. Mackinac Island fudge is huge.
oh,
It's a
yeah.
big deal. So it's just like this. It's beautiful. It's cool and fun and like a little bit different because it's an island and
Right.
peninsulas and islands they're a little technically different. So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
great. It's I don't know. I was a horse
Most
when I was four too, so I was extra excited about the horse-drawn carriages.
right. I
They
totally
made
get
an
that.
impression.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. And for the Midwest, I feel like that's something that's very unique, a peninsula and an island, because Midwest, we're kind of
Oh yeah.
landlocked. I'm in North Dakota, so I'm pretty landlocked.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah,
nice. You guys have the
definitely.
lakes over there. I mean, the big, big
Yes, the
lakes.
Great
I
Lakes.
mean, of course, we've got some small ones, but they're more so puddles
Yeah.
compared to your guys' lake.
Just about any lake feels like a puddle compared to the Great Lakes. They're
Yeah.
like huge.
They're
So
big. Now, kind of jumping into a question for the road trip is that if people were to come to Michigan, where would you recommend people check out?
yes, if you're willing to drive through there, Mackinac Island and like a few places in the Upper Peninsula are gorgeous. There's this place called Tequamanon Falls. Don't ask me how to spell it. I do not remember, and I spell it wrong every time.
That's
But it's
funny.
beautiful. We went there like on a family road trip. They also have like a wild bear refuge or something
Oh,
where like we got
cool.
to feed a baby bear Fruit Loops,
Oh,
which was super
cute.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, so that's super fun. Like the UP, that's what we call the Upper Peninsula, has a lot
Yeah.
of fun and beautiful places to be, especially if you're really into nature and hiking.
Hmm.
But if you're like how I am now and not so much into like being outside, like you
Yeah,
will and you like it, but you don't want to be like in the sticks,
right. Yep.
then I would recommend like going along the western coast, like up Lake Michigan, because
Okay.
there's tons of beautiful beaches and like small towns and stuff that are just
Oh,
gorgeous.
cute. Yeah.
And if you're going in the fall, there are like mapped out roads where take advantage of all those trees
Oh,
turning.
pretty
It's
color.
beautiful.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
yeah, I
God.
wish I could like show you a map here. Drive here.
That's
Yeah, and Detroit's
awesome.
great too,
Okay.
especially if you like cities. Like I feel like it got a bad rep for a while, but
Right.
every time I've gone, it's been a super enjoyable experience. There's like
Right.
so many fun places there, like whether it's museums for like the Ford, that's huge there, right?
Yeah. Yep. Very
So
big.
that's super fun. There's like I don't know. This I could rant forever about it, but let's just keep it. Detroit is great to visit
So
too.
you are not actually living in Michigan anymore at the moment. You are in,
Utah.
yes, Utah. So what brought you out there?
I came out for college originally.
Cool.
And then I met my husband here. He's not even from Utah. He's from El Salvador, but
Oh,
he was
wow.
also going to college. And so he found work in Utah, and it's like a really great job with great benefits and stuff. So
Good.
we're still here.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yep. Well, I can still see your heart is shaped like Michigan. So that's always fun. That's always fun.
Yes. The rest of my family's back in Michigan too. I'm just the one loner out here. Like, take me with you.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, and you said your husband's from El Salvador.
Yeah, he's the
That's
cool
cool.
exotic one.
That's cool. Yeah, my husband's from South Africa and I met him in Australia when I was
Oh,
studying abroad. So I
wow.
love when I meet other people that have their partners from somewhere else. That's really cool. It's
Yeah,
a real life rom-com.
for real, it is.
Yeah. If you were to go on a road trip, what book would you bring with you?
Oh, that's so hard.
Right.
Oh man.
Maybe it's like a favorite book or a book you've read 1,000 times or just that comfort read.
Yeah, let's see. One I really want to reread is The Quit List by Katie Bailey. It's also a rom-com. It's
Oh,
super
yep.
good.
It's cute.
I stayed up until like 5 a.m. the first time I read it because I just couldn't stop turning the pages.
Oh, good.
I only somewhat regretted that the next day. So that's
Right.
how you know it's extra good. But
Right.
anyway, I
I
want
think
to
we
reread that
always
one.
do. We always do. It's just one more page until it's morning
I
and
would
it's
definitely rom-com. If it's going to be a new book, I want it to be a rom-com because I don't want high stakes, especially if I'm traveling. I need something
yeah,
I can like just
relax.
enjoy and
Yeah.
relax and not have to really worry about so much.
Oh, that's so true. Well, it was so lovely to chat with you, Brianne. I absolutely loved getting to know you a little more and hearing about your book. And I'm so glad that you're in the road trip and it's gonna be so much fun. So thank you for chatting with me.
Thank you, especially for your
Yeah.
patience.
Oh, no, no
Thank you
worries
so
at
much.
all. Yeah. And where can readers find you and your books?
Let's see, Cream and Punishment, and then the next book, which is called A Labor of Hate. They will be wherever books are sold, especially online.
Oh, yeah.
um, and then besides being in Utah,
There
I'm
you go.
mostly on Instagram.
Yeah. That's
Yep, and
awesome.
then I have a website and like a Facebook page that is practically dead, but I'm there. I'm
Thank
just glad you
you.
you thought of me.
Oh yeah,
Thank
totally.
you.
I was like looking and looking. I'm like, okay, I need to find authors from every state. And it's been a hurdle for some states, let me tell
I
you.
bet.
But like some states it's like, oh my gosh, I can't have any more authors from this state right now because I
They're all
love them.
concentrated.
And it was so lovely getting to know you, and I look forward to continuing to get to know you. So
Likewise, thank you so much.
yeah, thank you. You have a great rest of your night, Brianne.
You too.
Sounds good. See
Then
you later. Thanks for riding shotgun on the Romance Reading Road Trip. I'm so excited for you to be joining this journey with us. Be sure to go down to the video description below and sign up for the passport. You're not going to want to miss out on it.